Okay, second line, photographs. Photographs is, giving photograph is a, I mean, it's a nice path of the fourth way, based on the idea we can't see ourselves objectively. We have a lot of imaginary picture of ourselves, blinds, buffers, and so part of the work is to see all parts of ourselves and be honest with ourselves and see all our shit. We can't do that by ourselves. That's why a teacher or peers on the path, students, they are going to see very quickly our unconscious mechanical sleep in the form of chief feature, pattern, unnecessary talk, expression of negative emotion, whatever. So in the fourth way, part of the work is to, the second line is working with others for awakening. Photograph, giving photograph, is an advanced skill of the second line. A softer skill of second line. Second line is, so I wouldn't go straight into photographs right away. That's an advanced skill, and I'll explain. But second line is us being here together, or you meeting with a friend and in the work, and you are not just blabbering, and maybe put some aims or talk about the work or encourage each other about the work. So that's easier, second line. Just spending time with somebody in the work, even if you don't talk about the work, it is second line. Sharing angles, sharing these thoughts, sharing your observations, your insights at the meeting, that will trigger something good in someone else, and like, oh wow, that's second line. Like there's a lady here who doesn't come because it's different time zone, Oksana, hi Oksana, but she watches this thing all the time. And she told me, oh my God, when somebody said, I don't know, Nicole shared something that she had some pattern, she was like, oh my God, all my life I had this, and everybody ostracized me because of this, and oh my God, I thought I'm the only one having this. Yeah, so that's kind of second line. Photographs is an advanced skill of second line. In order for the second line to be true second line, we need to have first line in place. We can't lose our first line. So that's very important. In order for the second line to truly be working together for awakening, helping each other for awakening, we need to be, that second line is to be founded on the first line. All the tenets of the work and practices. Photographs can, okay, what will be an unskillful and not good second line photograph? Actually, there's a joke in the fourth way that for some people there are 4 lines of work. Like, you know, third line is working for the benefit of the level of consciousness of humanity, or for the school, or for the group, or whatever. This third line. Fourth line is that you are working on other people, man, because they are this. Well, I'm working on other people. So there's no fourth line of work here. Fourth line will be like a second line where we lost our first line. Okay, so, and I didn't, you know, we are a new group here actually, even if we are for a few years, but it's a new group, really, young group. I didn't explain so well. And what's not a skillful photograph or feedback is if I am, also, okay, let's see, when we see something, yeah, I see something about the other person's mechanics. This could be absolutely true. I see that. It's obvious. And everybody sees that. Yeah? Or I see something about the other person that is filtered from my own mechanics. That is still fine. We all do that. It is fine. It's totally okay. What is not skillful is to give a photograph when I am triggered. I give a feedback to other person. I point out their mechanicality or their sleep. When I am triggered, I'm identified. I am pissed with them. I am stirred. Yeah, now that photograph will come very close to a bam, take that, you motherfucker. Yeah. So that is not ideal. It's not recommended. There are very few chances the recipient will receive the photographs, will evoke resistances. I mean, if one is really advanced practitioner, even if somebody gives me a pissed out photograph, you can still make use of it, but that's not for the giver. It's not ideal practice. It's weak practice, as they call it. I know where. It comes as a judgment. It comes with like as a reactivity. It comes as a like you know. Comes as a reactive movement. So it is recommended to not give a photograph if one is charged or pissed in a moment, and more like process some of the charge, clean up your side of the story, and then there's still something that, okay, you see all of this, and then you still, you see certain mechanics, manifestations, unconscious manifestation, the other people, then you give it to them, but you're much more present, you are intentional. So it's intentional, it's kind, it's not edgy. It's not edgy. The more conscious you can be doing that, the better it is for the other person, the better it is for you. And from this point of view, also, you probably have to overcome some fear of retribution, fear of rejection, fear of judgment. So giving a conscious, skillful photographs, one needs to already overcome a lot of things. What would they say? They will not like me anymore. They will this, or what if, so we have to overcome a lot of inner considering, and it has to be detached. It's detached, and yeah, and you offer it in this way. I had with some of you all I could see certain mechanics, and then some of them will get under my nerves, as they say, identify negative emotion. So I was trying to, and I overall pretty much I succeed, but like to not come to you from, hey man, although sometimes I am I'm yelling at some of you. I'm yelling. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? But that is different. I don't know. Sometimes it's needed, okay? But let's take me out of my question. Take me out of the picture here. I try, if something really bothers me and I have a charge with it, to first to clear my charge and to also see them a little bit more compassionately from the outside, and come from a good place of helping rather than, hey man, stop that, man. Another element of a skillful photograph is to, I also requested in the group there that, hey, this kind of stuff is better do it in person, or rather than, so I don't want big photographs or big process by text. That's always, we all know, processing deep stuff by text is going to be a problem. Another element of a skillful conscious photograph is to set it up and to ask permission to the person. Say, hey, I'd like to offer you a photograph if you're open, when it's a good time. And then the receiver of the photograph will be like, no. Okay, well, no. Or, I am a little stirred now. I'm interested though. Yeah. So get this permission.